slowly in the middle part of the original part, okay? The rose window at the top, okay?
Good morning guys! This is Papa. Punta kami sa Palma today. So as you can see, still gorgeous day. 30 degrees mostly. Tingnan natin ang mga ano dito. So as you can see, mga YouTube family, if you wanna visit this place, it's lovely. See? Ito yung ano ba tawag no? Eto maganda. Yan.
Pero yan siya, kasi siya mainit siya, di ba?
Hindi po pwede talaga ang fish dito siguro kasi baka
madegok. No?
Alas ko siguro lalagyan nila ng ng lily. Water lily. Tingnan natin sa kabila.
Hanggang mainit. Ano natin?
Ayun, wala pa. So, yan. Ito yung mga bahay-bahay nila dyan. Tapos, ito naman yung papunta dun sa pinuntahan namin recently sa mga shops, other places. So, ayun. Inaantay lang natin yung bus. Yan. Calla, millor. Yung room namin doon siya banda. So, parang 5th floor lahat-lahat dito.
No, 4th.
4th floor ba? Pati sa baba eh. Diba? 5 I think. 5 floor. Pero basta, punta kayo dito. It's very nice place. The people are nice as well. So, inaantay lang namin yung bus. Wala pa yung bus. Maaraw. Tignan nyo, parang Pinas. Maaraw siya. Pero gloomy ng konti. I mean, yung niya is, sky niya is hindi ganun ka bright. Ayun. So, ayun. I'll see you later. So, andito kami ngayon sa bus. So, pakita ko sa inyo. Yan siya na. So, we're going to Palma. And then, paikot-ikot tayo doon. And then after that, we are, hopefully we can see the cathedral. Kasi may tour siya eh. Ayan si Papa. Bawal kasi na walang mask. So, kailangan may mask. So, ayan. Tinitig ba? Yan ang map. So, bale dito sa place na to, ano siya eh, may mga excursions na available, and also, there is also a excursion din in your hotel. But, if you want a bit cheaper, you can go, like, in, by the bus, by the town center itself. So, yun. Kaso lang, iba kasing lingwahe dito. So, iba-ibang mga lahing. So, makisabay kayo. Makibagay na lang kayo. It's okay anyway. Kasi friendly naman sila. So, I'll hope to see you in Palma.
Number is 318.
318.
And you are going to the cathedral.
Yes.
I show you the next place. We get off from our coach and go over the road here, meeting point. And you come here to me, 11:20, 20 past 11, 20 past 11, with your red card. Come to me.
Oh,
every
the
day.
card that
You tell me Manuel, my name Manuel. Please, English. You tell me English.
Yes.
Because I showed you how the tour guide
Yes.
speaking English to make this walking tour
Okay.
and visiting cathedral
Yeah.
Yes.
together. About 1 o'clock, finished.
Okay.
1 o'clock we have spent time. Go to the Plaza Mayor Square, San Miguel Church, Market Hall, no farther, not interesting, only here. Walking.
Okay.
And in the afternoon, come back here to the same spot, bus number 515,
515.
16, 15.
That's the departure, yeah?
Departure, return to hotel.
Okay.
Quite easy. Here, bus stop is close to the cathedral.
So where's the market as well, sir?
Pretty close.
Alright.
Oh, that's
This
the
is the end
market.
of the downtown. We go further in modern town, not interesting.
We will not be lost.
Yes. Do you have any like telephone,
Number?
mobile number here in case we lost?
You
Like to
don't worry. You go here to the cathedral and to the. If you will lost, you ask. Please, cathedral. Everybody knows. Go to cathedral, go down to the sea, and hear the coach.
Ah,
okay.
okay.
It's quite easy.
All right.
So 515, okay?
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir.
Thank you.
Hello.
So, iyan tayo ngayon. Bale, iba-ibang mga lengguwahe nga. Ayun, anong pangalan niya?
Manuel.
Manuel. Si Manuel yung ano sa atin. So, ayun, yun ang gagawin natin ngayon. Hindi tayo lalayo. Bale, within the vicinity of the cathedral and the shops. Kasi gusto rin namin mag-shopping kahit konti lang. And then, by hapon na mga bandang 4, I think, 4 or 5 or 4, alis na kami. So, yun. And then tomorrow again, we'll have another tour. My birthday tomorrow. So, we're going to one of the nicest tour daw here in Mallorca. So, ayun. So, we'll have a nice time together. Samahan niyo ako. Okay. So, guys. Alam mo, nag-stop kami ngayon. Sa parang gasolinahan. So, unfortunately, itong bus na to, wala siyang kubeta. So, at saka, I think may pick up din sila at the same time. So, ayun. Kumuha sila ng pasahero. At the same time, siguro nag-CR din yung lalaki na driver. Hindi ko lang alam kung meron silang toilet, pero meron din silang pinick up dito kasi na mag-ina. So, yun. But, kung mababiyahe kayo, make sure you've done everything. You went for the toilet and everything. Yun. So, natulog ako kasi we're still on the road. I think it takes an hour drive from the hotel to here to the city. So, ayun. So, better prepare pag mag-travel tayo ng long distance travel. So, here we are. Magaling natin ng mga ano.
Experience 515 Arthur.
Vai capello, buon pomeriggio. Ti vogliono sei, lo posso fare che devo cucinare per me.
Tanggalin ko na yung mask ko kasi hindi ako makahinga. Ses, picture tayo dito. Okay guys, maglalakad kami ngayon. See, we are going to the cathedral. Ito yung ano nila. Mausok kasi naninigarilyo sila. Ito yung beach. Port. Ayan ang this is the cathedral. So, let's go before we're going to be lost. Says, dalawang video ko ngayon. Isang camera ko at saka isa dito. Muntik na tayo. Masagasaan. Anyway. Yes, this is the one. It's very nice.
Rathaus, 5 Minuten weiter Plaza Mayor, 5 Minuten weiter die Markthalle und so weiter, haben wir alles ein bisschen in unserer Stadt. Attention, wir nehmen Abschied. Für diejenigen, die haben gelbe oder rote Karte, wir haben eine kurze Fotopause, kann man vielleicht ein paar Bilder machen. Kommen Sie wieder hier 11:20 Uhr, in etwa 20 Minuten, weil wir werden diesen Spaziergang machen. Für diejenigen, die haben diese weitere Fahrt, wir wissen, der Boot da hinten, und der Spaziergang hier an diesem Stelle. Gut, English?
Yes.
You are going to visit the cathedral?
Yes.
I have a couple of minutes because we come here to the same place with my umbrella, 20 past 11. 20 minutes. Like this, if you want
Yeah.
to go there, picture, or go to toilet and one of these cafes, and come back here, 20 past 11, to me.
Yes.
Here in this place,
Yes,
you
with
tell
the-
me English because we make the English-speaking group to go in the town to visit the town. No?
I see.
And
Okay.
at the end, the coach on the other side.
Yes.
4:15. Huh?
Quarter past 4. Okay, thank you.
I wait for you here in 20 minutes.
Okay, thank you,
Allora,
Manuel. Thank you.
José. José, vos fais la visita a la catedral. José.
So guys, naglalakad lahat. May sightseeing tour din sila dito. Within Palma lang siya. Kasi city tour kasi to eh. Yan. Kung may mga kids kayo, meron din sila dito Dino and Cave Experience.
The tour is 2 hours. The tour.
To know the time, step on the date center line. Shadow will tell you the time. This is real time to pass the mean time that wristwatch. The correction is in a minutes must be in. Oh, so it's like a clock. So in the middle. Oh, this one here. You can step by here. This is a clock. So, guys, this is a clock. If you can see here, you can, I think this is, ano lang talaga to. You can see the minutes. I don't know, this is step. And then you can see here na merong from November, October, September. Ito ay big clock, ito says. So, yan ang January, February, March, April, May. Oh, ayun. Nantay lang namin si Manuel para i-tour kami sa loob ng cathedral. So, as you can, they're still renovating the cathedral at the moment. So, that's why it's closed. Part of it is closed. Yan. Maganda siyang cathedral. Unfortunately, ano siya, ano siya ng ano. Hindi mo siya pwedeng picturean na walang wiring. Unfortunately. But anyways, I think he is a painter, so he paints this one or sketch this one. So, tingnan natin habang inaantay natin si Manuel.
Always a city behind a wall or behind a fortification. Okay, that means that because this place, the Balearic Islands, have been always very interesting place for the commercial pirates or whatever, because it's a very important place in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. Then in here, at least in Palma, the main buildings, the city has been always behind a wall, like fortificated. Okay. The sea, now we see the sea right there, but the sea normally arrives just underneath the main buildings, okay? The cathedral and Modena's palace, we have the Roman wall underneath, and then the sea arrives just underneath, okay? So imagine, all these places you see with construction, that was all the sea. All the sea till the 17th century, we got this wall. This wall here, the front is from the 17th century, okay? This is the last wall in the city. Okay, this city is a very old ancient city because we got the very important cultures here: the Romans, the Moors, the Jews, and the Christians. Okay, and the first arrived were the Romans at the 5th century with they arrived the first. Okay, and they made the city the way it is I mean, the first streets and the way it is just behind the cathedral belongs to the Romans. Okay, the Romans were here at the same place always. The kings, I mean, of the culture. Then after arrived the Moors at the 10th century till the 13th century. They were 300 years here at the island, and they made a lot of things around the island. Okay, they were very important. Okay, and then the Jews was culture very important for us as well. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't mind. The Jews was a culture. It was always with us. Okay, with all the cultures through all the centuries. Okay, working with all the cultures together. Okay, and the Christians, the last ones. Okay, then. The Moors arrived 10th century till 13th century. They used the Roman wall, okay, making the city bigger and making like fortifications, okay, with the Roman wall. The Roman wall, you can see it. It's just here at the front. Look, it's part of the Roman wall. You see? This is the first wall in the city, the Roman wall, 5th century before Jesus Christ. Then bigger, 17th century, this one, okay, and then growing. At the 1960, the promenade was built. This promenade we have in Palma is 4 kilometers long, okay. At the 1960, because this year we started the tourism here for us, okay. Then it was necessary to make something for the traffic. Then after we have this construction here at the front. This is, if you see, it's like a lake. This is in honor of the sea, okay? We want to remember the sea, and then they put this lake here in the middle. It's with the sea water. This water is coming from the sea we got there. It's coming under, okay? And we got this lake we are calling El Parque de la Mar, the sea water, the sea park, okay? Construction is today stays from the 11th century, but it stays over there. So if you want to visit it, you can do it. I will show you how. You can see the board is show you where the way to go. But sometimes we find some of the remains from the Moors or from the Jews or from the Romans. Here we have this arch, just the arch. Okay, look at the arch. Okay, this is a remain from the Moors. Okay, from the 11th century. If you see, is the typical architecture with the kind of stones, the way, with the keystone in the middle. Okay, that comes from the Romans. Yeah. Not the rest. The rest belongs to the Christians. Different centuries, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th century. But the arch is original to Norse architecture. And this is really a very important place. If you have a look here at the bottom, you can see as well. Like another lake with water, because I told you that the sea arrived just underneath the cathedral and the Almoraines Palace till the 17th century. This wall was built. Then that was when when the Moors were here, and that was the Arab palace. The main entrance of the palace was here, just here, okay, here, and then that was the arch, the sea. Just the Arab palace and the mosque and the Roman wall. And then the Moors used to just arrive with the boats, the kings I mean always, okay? Used to arrive with the boats here to the private port, and they used to go inside to the Arab palace just this way, okay? So that was a very special and different place, okay? And then they used to use this entrance, okay, to the palace because that was the private port, okay? Then this is a very important remain from this culture we got here in this city, okay? Because with the Christians, everything was changed, and then it's a shame that we cannot find many remains from the rest, okay? So this is a very important one, the Drasana's Arch, okay? Here we have the Almoraines Palace. This is Renaissance Gothic style, 16th century, more on the 16th century we have the architecture. Today, for us, the very important part is at the top. Can you see at the look? It's a bird. It's how you say, una gaviota. I don't know in English.
Oh, dove.
No, it's not a pigeon.
Whereby?
Seagull. Seagull. Yes. Okay. Look, it's just at the top. It's not normal to see that. Okay. This is the statue is the very important part of this Almudéna's palace because it's a weather vane. You know, weather vane is moving with the wind, right? You never see the same position, okay? Because the whole statue is moving with the wind. And then now we see the face, but now sometimes you see the wings, you see the sides or whatever, right? It's very, very nice to see. If it's a very windy day that changes the wind, you see the statues moving all the time. So it's different, no? And then for us, it's like when the Christians arrive, they change everything, okay? They reform this Almudéna's palace, okay? So what we can see is only Renaissance and Gothic style, and they destroy the mosque, they build the cathedral over, and what we see is everything about the Christians, okay? Gothic style. The whole facade of the cathedral, 13th century, is Gothic style, and some of the Renaissance here at the front. The construction started at the back, where the Santissima Trinidad chapel is. Can you see it? It's going like outside, like the chapel. This is the Santissima Trinidad chapel. It's going at the 13th century, 21st, 29th, and going to the front. Okay, more than 600 years construction. Okay, and then if you see, it's all Gothic style. Okay, the very typical decorations like the gargoyles in the middle level. You see gargoyles? Okay. This is the main entrance. This cathedral is called Santa Maria because the main symbol is La Virgen Maria, the Virgin Mary. Okay, Santa Maria, Virgin Mary is the main symbol of this cathedral, and then it stays there in this entrance. Okay, this is the 14th century entrance, Gothic style. Okay, that was the first one in the cathedral. Always looking at the sea, very important the sea for us. And then they moved the main entrance to that side. Okay, at the 16th, 17th century, and still today for us is our main entrance. We have another entrance on the other side. So this cathedral has 3 entrances. Then we can see only the middle part, the original part, okay? The rose window at the top, okay? Renaissance Baroque style. And the entrance is mixed of at least 4 styles. The Renaissance, Baroque style, and in the middle, la derecha manierismo, 2 of the little styles in the middle. Of Gaudí is inside, but the outside we got something as well. This decoration on the floor, this is some decoration about the animals, is from Gaudí, okay? That belongs to Gaudí as well, okay? The difference between the 19th century, 15th, 16th, 17th century. You see from here as well, the old windows here in this chapel. These windows normally are in this chapel. These are the first ones, 15th, 15th century. And you see here, for example, it's all glen alcova. Okay, all these glass. From here you see very well as well the gardens. You see, 14th, 15th century, very important in the Gothic style. You see that if you look at the gargoyles, you see that every gargoyle has a hole on the mouth. Can you see? For example, here,
Gargoyle, yeah.
you can see that if you look into here, you can see the hole on the mouth of the gargoyle.
Yes.
That is because they are as well very practical because they used to put away the water from the terraces. Okay, so when it's raining hard, they just taking away the water. The terraces of the cathedral are there, okay? Then, this is the third entrance of the cathedral, okay? This entrance is from the 16th century, okay? But the very important moment of this entrance was at the 19th century, when the nobles' families used to be very strong. They were always strong through all the centuries. But the nobles' families were in all the cultures, the Romans, the Moors, the Jews, they were always nobles, okay? The 19th century, it was the last century of these people and the most important moment, okay? Then, at the 19th century, they used to have the private entrance to the cathedral, okay? And after the Mass, when they finished the Mass, they used to come here outside And here there used to be a group of people waiting, the poor and ill people waiting here for the money, okay? Just waiting for give the money. And meanwhile, they were here waiting. A priest was here on this balcony just giving the lessons to these people, okay? So in this time, in the 19th century, this place in the city was very popular, okay? That was very important because it was as well the last moment of these novels, okay? Because at the 19th century, they disappeared. At the beginning of the 20th century, the normal people started to be here, living here, okay? Because it started the industrial revolution, no? La revolución industrial, and everything changed. And then normal people started to have money, and then to the power to get a flat or a building. Okay.
And what happened to the nobles? Did they went to...
I think it was more or less at the same time, Sagrada Familia and this reform. Okay,
All right.
Come on, we start.
So, tinanong ko kasi kung bago namatay si Gaudi, kasi siya ang gumawa ng mga structures sa Barcelona. So, sabi naman niya, kahit dito daw, hindi daw nagawa dahil bago siya namatay. Kasi namatay si Gaudi, natamaan siya ng tram sa Barcelona years ago. So, I think it was before the 19th century. So, yun yung naano ko. Ang ganda ng mga nila, cobblestones nila. Shiny. Yeah, very shiny. Ang ganda ng place.
I don't know if you like the history, if you like the architecture, if you like the... Vas a pasar tú. We leave this group. Yo me voy a quedar aquí.
Ang ganda ng place, Lies. It's very
If you
nice.
see, every patio, this is a patio. This is the main part of the buildings. Every building, every single building is a Mallorcan palace. It depends. It doesn't matter of which century. From the first century were the Romans, and then reformed from the different culture, the different families have been living in every building. Every patio has reformed from the different centuries. Okay, so for example, this one we have the mix of different parts of the styles. Okay, but the base is more or less from the 15th, 16th century. Okay, this is smaller. Okay, but every single building is a Mallorcan palace. It doesn't matter bigger or smaller because not all the nobles' families have the same money. Okay, then we got the very important ones and the other ones. Okay, every entrance has the patio Mallorquin. The courtyard is the main part of these buildings. Okay, so if you see an open door, you try to have a look inside because you will see that every patio is different and beautiful. Okay, this is the main part of this Mallorca. It's more or less the same, but we see different details. Okay, is everyone different? This is here this one. Okay.
Very nice. Artistic sila.
The back of the cathedral. This is the back side with the Santísima Trinidad Chapel is where it started. Okay, the construction. Then this is the first point of the old city. From here started everything. Okay, this is the oldest part. And here, for example, we see a building that is as well a noble building, a Mallorcan palace. But the last reform at the 16th, 17th century, that was a convent. Okay, that is the reason because the facade is with the religious decoration. Okay, but before it was for the different nobles' families. Okay, here we have the other side of this Mallorcan palace we saw. If you see here is this big entrance with the courtyard, okay, and you see more or less the same like the small patio with the arches, with the columns, okay. It's more or less the same always, but it's different. So but this is what is very beautiful in this city. We find today about 400, 500 patios. 500, 400 Mallorcan palaces, okay? So imagine you need a lot of 10 hours to see really how is the city.
Look at the patios, guys.
Because it's not a very big city, but it's very, very interesting, very ancient, very a lot of different remains from different cultures. So you have a lot to see, okay?
Or less. Wow. Pearls.
That's fine. So
Cultured pearls.
I don't think.
And then we can imagine that this belongs, of course, before, but part of this floor belongs to the main culture, to the Romans, you know, imagine. And then more and more and more, the Moors, the Jews, and the priests. It's beautiful, okay, it's free, and it's the garden of the Episcopal Palace. The Episcopal Palace is the palace beside the cathedral where the bishops used to live, okay?
Ito na ano, oh, malinis. Ganun mga balcony, guys.
The hall. I mean, it's the Haman, you know, the other parts with the Haman and the hall. The hall bats, the hall bats, you know, the space, the ancient street, okay? You see these all the buildings together, right? With a very narrow streets, like at the beginning, okay? And at the end we can see a big palace, you see, at the end. It's a big palace from a very important family of the 16th century, okay? So in there it stays the same, like the last reform of this family at the 16th century, okay? Some of the palaces of the city, okay? The two with the very important families, okay? If you see the structure of these buildings are the same, which the main floor, the first floor was the floor where the nobles families live, okay? The last floor is the floor where the servants live with them, all together in the same place, in the same building, okay? And the entrance, this is a problem. The cars passing is like the door, you see, is big enough for the carriages and horses. The very, very, very rich ones, the families used to have the horses with the carriages, okay? Then they used to have a big door enough for these carriages, okay? This is always the same way, okay, of these buildings, of the Mallorcan palaces, okay?
Calesa.
Okay, this is the neo-Gothic style, the last reform, okay? And then you see the stairs. This is always one stair going to the first floor where the nobles families lived, okay? And from here we have the arches and the columns, okay? And the part of the courtyard of the patio is with no roof over, right? Because they used the rainwater, okay? And then it was very important just to have the free roof, you know, with no roof, with no ceiling, okay? So if you see, it's always the same, different reforms, but it's every building the same construction, okay? Okay.
Ay, mga shops, guys.
you can see the part of the house, okay, of the what is really the house of a palace. To have a boutique hotel in a Mallorca palace. This is very usual in this city, every day more. That was a very ancient building, okay, and now it's an hotel, Canfirera, okay. What is nice that you can be in a hotel that is the same, like maybe this is reformed maybe about 15th, 16th century, and you're living in an American palace.
This is the Calesa. I don't know how much is it, but I think you need to check online how much costs.
The Virgin Mary with the Santa Maria in the middle, with the church, and with some of the apostles. Normally, supposed to be the 12 apostles and more statues, but if you see lots of empty places around, this is because it's not finished. Many parts of this cathedral, they are not finished because some of these parts, when the nobles didn't give more money, then they left the parts and then they carry on later. And then that is the reason, because some of the parts that they are not finished. Okay, this is one of them. And we have two of the very important images of the Bible scenes. At the top, we have the Last Supper, Jesus Christ with the apostles, and God with the angels. These two images, we can see them inside again, okay? Okay, we go inside. Can you prepare the red ticket, please?
Yeah. So this is the red ticket.
Dos personas mayores.
It's beautiful, guys. It's not as bright as in Barcelona, but it is beautiful.
No, ya, pero esto ha sido un caso especial. Sí que tiene el ticket. Lo que pasa es que la gente mayor tiene el móvil anticuado y no sé qué, y le he quedado yo que coja más de ya de la renta, porque ya me está poniendo ya un poquito. Pero sí que tiene el ticket.
Picture tayo, sis.
The other side. This is the Miquel Barceló Chapel. It's a modern work. We will stay there. We will stop there because it's different. I want to explain you this work from the 2006, but the base is Gothic. Okay, and normally we have there the St. Peter's Chapel, la Capilla de San Pedro. Okay, but now we have this very modern chapel. Okay, we have 18 more chapels on the sides. It's 9 and 9 chapels more. Okay, imagine to see. Every chapel, you see different religious scenes with different things in every chapel from the different styles. For example, in this one, we have the organ. This is the organ of the cathedral, the original organ, okay? It stays there from the 14th century. This is one of the very first parts of this cathedral, okay? Normally, the organ in a Gothic style cathedral stays in the... And the two towers outside on the facade there is 66 meters. So it's supposed to be one of the highest Gothic cathedrals in Europe. As well, from the Reformed Gaudi, this is one of the very space cathedrals and light, okay? The Reform of Gaudi, I want to explain you when we have the lights on here, because the lights on the baldachin, this is the baldachin of Gaudi. Yes. This is the main part of the work of Gaudi. sometimes here they turn the lights on, but every 15 minutes. So I like to when the lights are on, then you can see better. We try. We wait. We see if it's possible. If it's not there. Right. Tonight we have one we saw from outside. This is the one we saw from outside. Do you remember I told you that the two on the sides were destroyed? We cannot see them from outside, but here inside you can see them. Look.
Yeah.
You see, yes, the form of these two, but with no glasses, okay? Because they just the way of the form of these roses windows, because they just put the stones outside. Oh, look, good. So I can I can explain the Gaudí's reform. Right, the Gaudí's reform is about the lights, okay? Gaudí made a lot of things everywhere, okay? Because Gaudí is an architect, very curious, very with a lot of ideas all the time, and it's like making all the things, lot of things everywhere. But sometimes they don't finish the work, okay? In this cathedral happens the same. This is the main part of the reform. Okay, the main decoration is el baldachín de Gaudí. Okay. And if you see, it's about the lights, a lot of lens hanging, a lot of glasses, but it's not finished. Okay, if you have a look, part of the crown, because you see the way it is the crown of Jesus Christ. Can you see the way? Yes. The crown of Jesus Christ with a lot of glasses, but we only have the glasses at the back. The rest is only like a model, it's not finished. And then it's again the same like in Sagrada Familia. It's not finished, okay? But it's the main part of the decoration. It's like the logo, like the main part. This is the crown of Jesus Christ, represents Jesus Christ on the cross, and of course it's at the top. You see, Jesus Christ on the top, okay? This is the meaning of the decoration, el baldachín. Lots of lamps hanging, okay? Then, this is the main part, but we made a lot of things. You see all the lamps on the columns, they are from Gaudí as well. Gaudí was working with the modernist style. The modernist style from the beginning of the 20th century is this style with the glass, with the iron, okay? And always with these forms like plants and flowers. You see these forms, round forms, plants, flowers, all these kind of styles is the modernist. And then he made all these lamps. We call him las trovigueras, is the name we are giving. Trovigueras is the Mallorcan name. Okay? Baldachín, trovigueras, okay? The windows. You see the windows? I told you, they are at the top where the terraces are. All these two lines on the both sides. So we see here, this is the biggest Gothic rose window in the world, okay? Yes, it stays here. And this is 14 meters diameter and more than 1,500 glasses. Imagine. And we have something very special on this rose window. You look all the time there, you can see something very special. Let's see if you can see it. You can tell me. The rose window. Look at the time to the rose window. Can you see something different?
Star of David.
The Star David. You know the Star of the Use?
Yes.
The culture of the Use.
Oh yeah.
I told you that this culture was very important all the time, and at the very highest point of this culture was at the 14th century, just before when the Christians started to go up for them, when they start to live, or they were killed, or whatever. But at the 14th century they were strong, very strong. And then they decide to put the Star David there just to remember this culture, very important. Okay? Okay, and this rose window stays here on that side and not on the...
Oh, is that St. Joseph?
Yes, that's it, yes. And something else that I forgot to tell you. You see all the coat of arms on the top. These are from the noble families, something here in this cathedral. Okay, and the tombstones are from the noble families. When we find these tombstones just at the front of a chapel, that means that these nobles families used to have the private chapel. Okay, so normally at the beginning we don't have gates on the chapels, right? These families used to come here just to.
Okay, sabay mo sila. Tingnan mo siya.
With a lot of details, and at the top we find the plants, and the plant we find here in our sea is the Posidonia. La Posidonia is the very special plant of our sea. On the corner you see something like part of the abstract work with looks like coral or faces, or we don't see very well what it is. Okay, but it's a part of this abstract work. Okay. And on beside we have the shark. Can you see the black shark? This is the very typical shark we find in our sea. Is the La Tintorera. La Tintorera is the we find it very easy in our sea. Then in the middle, I told you the Jesus Christ silhouette, and on the right side we have the land with the palm tree. Can you see the beautiful palm tree there? Is the very gate is here at the front. You see this gate just at the front. That belongs to Gaudí as well. You see that is everywhere Gaudí. Okay, and this big rose window at the top. Okay, from here you have a different view. Okay, here is different, and then it's the moment that is the whole form just reflected. Okay,
It's
this is interesting. Okay. Yeah. As we see some of that is the thing that he tried to put glass windows where he thought that it was very dark. Okay. Here is the Corpus Christi Chapel. Maybe this is the most beautiful and the most expensive with the altarpiece of the cathedral. Okay, because very important scenes from the Bible. We have again this Last Supper with Jesus Christ with the apostles. Okay. Over we have the Jesus Christ birth. Okay, and over the third image, look at the God. Okay, in this case we have an angel on the left side and a devil on the right side.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
see it?
Yeah.
This is one of the things that I tell you that is difficult to see if I don't show you.
Is that the dark?
This kind of
Yeah, the dark color. The dark color. Ah.
Next door.
dark side of the moon.
Wow.
Two door for me.
Right, and we have
Yeah.
another very nice and beautiful scene at the bottom, under the Last Supper. Look, this is Jesus Christ with Poncio Pilatus. This is nice, yes. With the Jews and all this is nice, this scene. And this decoration here is part of the Easter. You know, the Easter is very important in Spain, and of course in Mallorca as well. And we have the Easter time in March, April, and then we have a lot of decorations on the street, religious structures, statues, a lot of things all around the streets. When we finish the Easter, then they keep all these things inside the churches and inside the cathedral. And then this is part of the Easter time, okay?
That's nice.
Right, so this is our tour today. This
Floor. Museum. This museum now. I think. Naubusan na siya. Wow. This is gorgeous. What is this one?
This one I'm saying, kung kami madali kayo dito. Yung ko alam ako palik ko dito.
Yan yung sa Corpus Christi nalagay yung ano, di ba? Yung hostia. Ano siya siguro sa ano. Bakit natapyas siya? What's the history of this one?
Tingnan ako ang siguro mo ito. Na-preserve mo po siya.
You're a miracle talaga. Exit ba yan? Exit yan. Entrance yan eh. Dito, pag ano na tayo.
Di akala ko part pala sa loob.
Ito pa oh.
Saan sa sama?
What's this one? Wala yan. What are these? Are they relics? Stone relics. Altar. It's an altar relics. Ano yung hostia oh. It's nice to come over here guys if you want to visit in Easter as well. So, yeah. Ito pa oh. I think there's the Turin. Parang sa Turin. Pero hindi. Ano siya?
Original po no?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Akala ko sa Turin ito.
Oo nga. Yeah.
Inaano ko sa vlog ko kasi nagva-vlog kasi ako. Oh, sa channel ko. Canada. I'll see you then. Ingat.
4 days kami dito tapos mag-i-Ibiza kami for 3 days.
Wow.
Tapos uwi na.
Ah. Hectic yung schedule.
Sa Portugal.
Yan. Mga na-save. The group of Annunciation pa. Original talaga siya. Yeah. Mga documents. Mga sulat nila nung unang panahon, no? Ganda. Yung orasan. Mahilig sila sa orasan, no? Timer. Ang sabi niya, fix. Document daw. Oh, fix smile. Document. Okay.
Okay na ka.
So, ayun, tapos na yung tour natin ngayon. Dito lang kami sa may kubeta. Nag-aantay. CCR lang kami. And then, aalis na kami. Pabalik sa hotel. Hopefully, before dinner time, makakakain na kami ng dinner dun sa hotel na namin. So, for tomorrow is another day. It's another vlog. So, if you watch this video, please like, share, and click notification bell somewhere. And I upload all the videos coming up soon. And hope to see you again soon. So, God bless. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye pa.
Bye-bye.
Traveling from Barcelona here to Mallorca by Ryanair. They insisted several times. This is going to Mallorca. If it's not your destination.
It's very nice. See? Sir. It's very nice. This is the place. Pang. Ay, impromptu video lang to guys kasi galing kami ng Lidl. Yan. Sa Lidl kaming galing. Ngayon pupunta kami sa Mercado. So, yun. So, ikot lang kami dito. As you can see, ikot lang. Yan ang Mercado, yan ang Lidl. So, maganda naman ang mga bilihan. Yan ang McDonald's din, oh. Kasi malapit. Ayan yung hotel namin. See? Ayan yung mga shops. Mercadona at saka Lidl. Magkatabi. So, pipicturean ko na lang yung mga bibili namin baka kasi bawal mag-video. Okay, I'll catch you later. Ang look. Maluwag siya. Mga ganyan. Mas maluwag sa Lidl dito sa ano. Ang ganda, oh. Yan. Yung tissue, mga sabon. Ayan o, yung mga congelados. I don't know. Spanish kasi. Wow! It's okay. Okay naman. Nagbibideo naman na ako. That's nice. Doon tayo sa ano kabila. Ito yung talaga. Laki naman yun. Yes, ang ganda. Yes. Ang laki. Hello. Chorizo, my God. Favorite ko talagang chorizo. I love chorizo. Ay, mga prepared food siguro to. Mga meats. Chicken feet! Oh my God, chicken feet. What's chicken feet? Ay, may conejo. I don't like conejo. Pero ano?
Ito sa mga
pork feet. Yes. Ito rin sa ano, mga pabo, turkey. Don't like it as well, but it's okay. Ay, Diyos ko. Bubuang ka talaga. Pork tocino? Ano? Cercado. Cerdo. Parang ano siya, para siyang longganisa na wala nahubad. Yung parang gawa ni Ate Emmy. Parang longganisa siya nahubad. Diba? Ganda. Oh my gosh. Longganisa, oh. Estilo Criollo. Pork and beef.
Wala ba tayo pagkain? Pwede ka magbilig isa pagdating.
Ayan. Ay, ito. Longganisa siya. Maliliit. Chorizo.
Meron na makabili.
Ayan. Oh, sige. Oo. Ito ba yun siya? Oo, tama kasi ito. Tama ba? Oo, ito yan.
Ikaw magdala at ikaw mabigat naman eh. Sa imong bag.
Oo. Ako na magdala.
Sana di ini masira, no?
No. Ilagay sa ref.
Okay, ref.
Grabe talaga. Uy, may chicken, oh. Wow. Mga quiche tortilla. Uy.
May sushi pa sila, oh.
Bang, look at this. Paella na ano, parang ano to? Fiduela?
May sushi pa sila, oh.
Sushi, oh yeah.
Grabe sa dito mo.
Dun, pag ganun.
Huwag na ayoko na, Jane.
Okay, yan na sila.
Hindi na sila.
Ay, video. Inom tayo. Cheers.